So no matter how godless or no matter how sincere you are, eventually you will meet occasions in your life where you will be given the liberty, even without God, if you choose to stretch your creativity, your intelligence, your imagination, and God will insist that by your imagination and your wisdom you are not able to solve that problem. In that state, you are left with two choices. Number one, to break down in humility and admit that you are limited, and from that standpoint of humility you now approach the all-sufficient God, because his strength does not come upon strength. When his strength comes and meets strength, it goes back until what you call strength is depleted. Then you now see the value of his strength upon your weakness. For as long as you believe that it's in the vastness of your education, my strength has no ministry in your life, I can be patient even if it's for 10 years and leave you to exhaust everything that looks like God. There are many people today that the delay in their life is God waiting for them to exhaust what looks like strength, so that you do not confuse the person who gave you that result. Remember in Deuteronomy chapter 8, he began to warn them. He said, let it not be that when you have built houses, you have done this and that, that you will say. God does not take that kind of risk with men. The difference has to be clear that he's the one behind it. Are we together? That means the earlier a man comes to a point of admission that I am limited, you have designed your speed system that your life will perpetually be pegged at the instance and at the level of your pride. I can of my own self do nothing. Realize who is speaking, the word incarnate. How could you make such a statement that almost sounds like blasphemy, that I can of my own? Haven't told them before your Abraham, before your father Abraham was, I am. Now you are saying I can of my own do nothing. And the scribes and the Pharisees began to wonder. Then they started bringing all kinds of descriptions to explain what they were seeing. For instance, in one incident they said, this man is Beelzebub, he has to use the prince of demons, because it is not human. How would you speak and then demons just leave? They didn't see that kind of thing. You had to stone the one possessed together with the demons to die, two of them. You destroy the body, then the demon looks for another body. Here is a man who can separate with surgical precision the problem from the victim and preserve the victim while the problem goes away. And they said, no, this is not by human strength.